So the TV turns on, we got the picture, but there is no backlight. Could be a bad backlight. Let's do more check to be sure. So here it show like the LED positive, then no connect, LED negative, then no connect, and keep going like that. Keep skipping one pin. So the black in the negative, and the red in the positive, and we have 94 volt. That's a little bit high. 94 volt. 93.9. 93.9. Yeah, plus when I check the LED, I can see the LED turns on. Yeah, from the TV hole I can see, from this TV hole here I can see the LEDs turns on and goes off. So yeah, look like the backlight is good. Why we have no backlight? So let's plug the power board and we check the voltages. You can see here it's marked what the pins is. Like we have 3.3 volt. We have PS on, that's the power button for the power board to turn on. And we have the 12 volts. 12 volt T-cone and the other ones. So the most important is the 3.3 volt. Of course the TV turns on and we have the picture. We are going to have the 3.3 volt is there. And we are going to have the 12 volt of course. I'm sure kinda we're going to have all the voltage. The pin number 4, 12 volt. Let's power on the TV by pressing the power button. And you can see the 12 volt is over there. The 12 volt T-cone is there. It's good. Because we have the picture. We are going to have the 12 volt for the T-cone. So what are we going to check? It's not that much. Let's see in the big capacitors and see what we have over there. A 160 volt. So we have 160 volt over there. So when the TV is on, we need to have like over 300 volt. So maybe the yeah, maybe the step up circuit is not on. Let's take the TV, let's take the board and go look at it. Let me discharge the big capacitors. We use the solder iron. Yeah, now we have 0.8 volt in the big capacitor. That's good. So let's try to understand what's going on here. In this power supply, in the hot side, we have 3 transformers here, and we have this coil. This is not a transformer, this is a coil. This is a filtering section from the input to the rectifier bridge all the way to the capacitor. So 110 is going to become 120, 130 in the rectifier bridge. To the capacitor, it will be 160 DC, not EC anymore. So the EC here go to the rectifier bridge. This is just a filtering. This means if you connect to if we remove all this and we connect these 2 pins to the middle here, the TV will work. This is just a filtering EC. The 160 volt, it's go to this MOSFET to carriage, and it go, I think this transformer maybe is a standby transformer, the 3.3 volt. So part of it is go to this No, this transformer is not for the standby, because if we look at these pins here, they go to this IC, and look like this is this part here for the backlight. So there is no, I don't see these pins. They go to the 3 volt. Yeah, the 3 volt, it's go to, yeah, the 3 volt is coming from this big transformer. So a part of the 160, it's gonna go to this MOSFET here to cut for this one, and a part of the 160, it will go to this MOSFET to cut it for this coil. So the 160s will go here and gonna provide the 3.3 volt, and it will stop over there. The main board, it will send 3 volt back to the power board on the pin PS on. That voltage is gonna go to the IC that's controlling the step-up circuit. The step-up circuit, it's gonna raise the voltage from 160 to 300 volt up to 400 volt. And if we look right here, so we have the PS on number 3, and we have the 3.3 volt number 1. And the 3.3, I think, is a standby voltage. If we look here, like the PS on from this pin, it will go to this resistor, it will go somewhere here, go to this, this is a transistor, it will go to this, to optocoupler, because we can't make a connection between the cool side and the hot side. That's why we are using the optocoupler. Basically, the optocoupler, there is no physically connection, there is no wire. This side of the optocoupler is mean the cool side, it will be a LED, and the other side, it will be the light receiver. It's gonna go to this transistor again, and it will go to this jumper, it will go to a capacitor over there, and this go to this IC. This is the step-up IC. This IC is connecting to this MOSFET right here. Yeah, we are going to check the voltage in this IC to see if the IC, it has the VCC. But first, let me make a jumper and the power button for the power board. We're going to short it the 3 volt. So we are going to short the 3 volt to the PS on. Alright, this is, you see some resistors right here. So these resistors, that's for the voltage start. So this resistor is going to take 160 volt and make it like 15 or 20 volt. So here at 160 volt, and this side of the resistor 90 volt, and that side 46 volt. This side is a 1.2 volt. So 1.2 volt is feeding, that's the voltage start. So yeah, we have the voltage start. So in this transistor, because we did the jump, the 3 volt, 3.3. So we have 3.3 over there. We have the 12 volt, of course, is on, 12 volt right here. So this side of this transistor is a 3.3. This side we have no voltage. Okay, now we go to the hot side. Ground is mean on the negative side of the capacitor. That's what is going to be our ground to check the hot side. Now we have 9 volt over there. We have 9 volt, 8 volt, 9 volts. So yeah, we have the signal that's coming from the PS on. You can see 8 volt right there. That 8 volt, it's gonna go to this capacitor. 8 volt. Yeah, so this is the pin to turn on. This pin here is connected all the way to here. Yeah, and we have the voltage coming to the IC. So basically the IC should be start cutting, right? Well, let's discharge the big capacitor. Then we check the MOSFET for any short. I don't think there is any short, because if there is a short in the MOSFET, the fuse it will be blown. I'm just checking it. Anyway, I'm gonna get that IC from the junk board that I do have here, and we replace it, see if that's gonna fix the problem. Yeah, this is a VIZO board. I take the chip from right there. Yeah, the same setup. You can see that's a MOSFET over there, and we have the IC. So let's replace that one and we see. There is a glue under these ICs, so the pen alright, it's plugged in. Or I'm gonna go direct to the big capacitor and we check the voltage. In the big capacitor we have 306 volt. That's good. We got it. We got it. I see a capacitor over there. Maybe that's what is causing this capacitor right here. This one right here. Maybe that's what is causing the problem. For the IC to go bad, the capacitor gets weak and causing the IC to get bad. So let me check that capacitor. On the hot side, we always should like discharge the capacitor. Alright, this capacitor is, let's take it from this board. Alright, this is 22 microfarad, 50 volt. Yeah, standby light is on and it's going to go dim, as you see. When it's completely go off, we can that time turn on the TV. The light is on again. You can check if the TV on or off at the optical port, the audio optical port. And bam, we have the backlight. It's fixed. On the big capacitor we have 308 and the backlight is on. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it together and then show you the screen. I'm sure we will have the picture, because because it was no picture problem, it was just a backlight issue. The TV works. Backlight on, it's staying on, picture looks good. It's just upside down. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and see you again.